Well, how's it going, everybody? Jake here, and it's that time of the month again to go over all of the fun Steelbook releases that we have going on this time in the month of October. There are a bunch. There are a couple releases that I feel like need to be brought to more attention, or at least get my 2 cents on why they're priced the way they're priced, the way a Steelbook looks, if I like it or not. Should be a load of fun. If you like this type of content, please like, follow, subscribe, all that fun jargon. But let's waste no more time, huh? And let's show off the first Steelbook, shall we? Let's go over, and we will go to A Quiet Place Day 1. There are a couple different versions of A Quiet Place Day 1 to choose from this time around, even though the images are more or less the same. Let's do Amazon first. Here is Amazon's. We have the nice looking sound patterns, of course, that kind of look like a New York City skyline, which is a clever concept, but I don't think it's pulled off great, especially with a face in there, just in the mix. I'm not a fan of that whatsoever. I mean, we get it. You got to be quiet. It's a quiet place. We understand. Lupita, okay. we get you got to be quiet. I am not the biggest fan of A Quiet Place in general. The first movie I remember seeing in theaters, and it was a very fun time because everybody was quiet, and I've never seen an audience be that quiet. It was awesome. Like, people would stop chewing mid-chew when it was just complete silence. It was the best. But then you go home and try to watch that again. Did not really... it wasn't as good as what it was when you saw it in theaters. I thought A Quiet Place Part 2 was fine, more or less the same. Still doesn't do a lot for me. But we can go right now and look for the first time at the tier list. Here it is. We have the first Quiet Place, Steelbook. I'm going to say it's like right in the middle at good. It's almost at not good, but because the face, Lupita's face is just like, why is that just kind of thrown in there? It hides the great artwork that's in here. But I think the idea of having the New York skyline is strong enough to where the face doesn't ruin it for me. And since we already talked about one of them, we should talk about the other one, huh? This is a Walmart exclusive. Quiet Place Day 1. This one doesn't have more of the sound waves on the back. This one has a quote. I think I like the sound waves better than the quote. Stay alive, or stay quiet, stay alive. Totally get it. But then there's no Lupita face. So that's got to be better, right? And I don't know what's dripping on here. I don't know what that is about. Oh, those must be the aliens dropping from the sky, probably. Tricky. Because that wasn't in the first one, right? Yeah, that wasn't in this one. And there's a lot of like black space on this. I don't know. I like the red to black more than I do the black to red, if that makes sense. And I know the inside is just the inverse, but I don't know. This Steelbook, I want it to like really knock my socks off, and it's just not. It's just not. Here is what the inside... Okay, no, those are both the Steelbooks. Okay, I was going to say, is the inside really just what the other one was on the outside? I don't know. This isn't doing anything for me at all. And actually, the longer that I'm looking at this, the more I want to drop it down more. But I'm not going to. I've already had it here. But both of these are going to be in the good. I feel like that's proper placement for A Quiet Place. It's fine. It's good. It's a little forgettable, but it's there. It's absolutely there. And we have a bunch of people in the comments already. Love to see it. How's it going? Yeah, I stopped doing the live stream thing. I have another one tomorrow. Like, I'm attacking it. Boom, boom, boom. I have this week off of work. So, of course, these Steelbook streams I'm going to continue to do. The boutique talks, I love doing them. They just take so much of my time. And in my line of work, the next 3 months are very, very busy. So I don't know how much time I will have to dedicate to the podcast. But I do have another one in the works that I'll talk a little bit more about tomorrow. But I'm excited about tomorrow's because we're talking about the first Vinegar Syndrome title on Boutique Talk. It's taken 40 episodes, but we finally got there. I'm talking with Mr. Cult of Cinema himself, Aaron Pinn. He is a mind that I cannot wait to mine because he's just a wealth of knowledge. And we are talking about a movie that I feel like doesn't need that much depth sunken into it, but at the same time, I had a lot of memorable moments with Blood Harvest. So should be a fun discussion tomorrow. I'm doing it in the morning. I'm doing it at 10 in the morning because Aaron lives he has like a 6-hour time difference than me. So since I have the week off, I'm like, yeah, we can do this at 10 in the morning my time. That's fine with me. How's it going, Movie Hunter? What's going on, Justin? Looking forward to this collector movie, man. Glad to hear it. Got the Walmart one today for day one. My Amazon copy is delayed. You got both of them? They're the exact same thing. I mean, one's red, one's black. But you gotta love Movie Hunter, man. You gotta love his dedication. I'm making the horror comeback with Van Helsing this Sunday. I don't think that's that big of a horror. It's horror-centric, I guess, but I would call that more of an action movie than a horror movie. That Deadpool and Wolverine Steelbook is ridiculously overpriced. When I get to that one, I will have my thoughts. I also have some exclusive insight, at least stuff that I've heard from an inside source on why it's so overpriced, and it's just kind of a little infuriating. Agree as well. They're selling out pre-orders everywhere. I know. I know. I'll get to it. Oh, geez, Borderlands is there. Yes, Borderlands is there twice, my friend. And I have an announcement about the Borderlands one once we get to that too. I'm full of surprises when I come on these lives, man. I bring the heat. I try to bring the heat at least, and especially since I haven't been live for a couple weeks. I've got some deets, man. I've got some deets. I decided not to get any of the steel books for Deadpool and Wolverine. You pre-ordered the slipcover for $29.99. Not a bad choice. You're saving yourself a few bucks there too. I just made my live stream debut. Oh, did you really, Prince? Nice. How'd that go? I have to go back and look at that. How's it going, Jake? Hey, how's it going? Last movie standing, man. Alien Romulus Steelbook is crazy overpriced too. Yes, that's another thing I'm going to touch on once I get there. Should I just rip the Band-Aid off? Should I talk about this? I guess I should, Brian, shouldn't I? I guess I should. Brian, not Derek. They're cheaper over here in the UK. That's another thing I wanted to touch on. Did I watch Bad Blood last week, the pay-per-view? I didn't realize how early that thing started. So I watched the last match, and then I went back and watched the Hell in the Cell match, which was phenomenal. That's all I've watched in that pay-per-view, the first and the last match. These prices are definitely making me second-guess my completionist OCD. I don't blame you at all, Movie Hunter. Meant a lot to me. Yeah, I bet, man. I bet doing the live stream thing. It's always fun to just be included in the group. You know what I'm saying? So I got to go back to Bob's channel and check it out because I'm very intrigued on that too. If you ever see me, the last video I posted and this one right here, if you ever see me like looking off of screen, it's just because when I'm filming, I'm watching football. So right now the Chiefs and the Saints are playing and it's a pretty dang close game so far. And it's like 30 seconds to halftime, so a lot of the fun stuff's happening. So just in case any of you out there were curious. But speaking of curiosity, I got to see, you know what? I'm just going to rip the Band-Aid off, and I will talk some Deadpool and Wolverine right now because the reason why this is so insanely priced is kind of ridiculous to me. I have a source that has told me that this was not a retailer decision. This was based solely off of not even Disney, but Sony, who is, took over the pressing of discs for them. And with Alien Romulus, they are trying to attempt to do the at least $50 threshold on Steelbooks for the foreseeable future. And the crazy part is that they're not seeing a slowdown in pre-orders either because Disney has a lot of great IPs. So people are willing to spend more of that hard-earned buck on movies and properties that they want to have in the collection. And it's not a retailer thing. It's a distributor problem. And I feel like if we don't talk with our wallets, they're going to continue to push the $50 threshold on Steelbooks. And personally, I'm not about that life. Alien Romulus, I was not going to pick up anyway. I might get sent these from Disney. I still hope I do, fingers crossed. But I feel like we have to talk about the prices here, because if we don't, they're going to price your average person out of buying physical media. And the people that are keeping physical media alive right now are the collectors. So I think it's a little insane what they're doing. And I don't like it. And it stinks that it's not affecting the pre-orders. People are still, I don't know if people are assuming that they will pre-order and the prices will go down. They will not. This is what it is. And if you go over to like an Amazon Italy, for instance, the prices are still that $35. I would recommend anybody do that here because it's a 4K disc. It'll work in your player here in the States. If it comes with a Blu-ray, the Blu-ray will not. But I urge anybody watching this, if you're going to pick up any of these overpriced Steelbooks, don't pay the overprice. Just pay what they normally cost overseas and have them shipped from Amazon, because I have done this numerous times with them. I made a video about it a couple of weeks ago. You can trust Amazon from any region to come your way and not get lost in transit or anything. They're very, very good that way. So there's my 2 cents. There's my ramble. I feel like that needed to be said. Let's continue to go and look at the actual Steelbooks, though, shall we? Because Deadpool and Wolverine, there's 2 different versions. There's the Wolverine variant, and there's the Deadpool variant. Why is the Deadpool one so teeny? Why are you so teeny tiny? I guess there's a baby Deadpool. Here's both of them right here. That looks nice. We have, of course, the Wolverine popping out. I also know that the Wolverine variant is selling better than the Deadpool variant, which to me kind of makes sense. Are there different? There must be different people in here. Can I? I'm going to attempt to go to a different screen here. So let's stop sharing this one and go to the new one that I just opened up, which is this one, and see if we can get that. That's not bigger at all. That might be even tinier. I just want to stop with the ads, Forbes. Jesus. Okay, not doing that either. Going back to the original idea. Dear Lord. Let's go back here. I'm assuming that the people are, they look different in each one, but I have not zoomed in. I'm going to have to go to a Walmart, or let's go to Target. Target has a good zoom in feature on theirs. Let me double check to see if it's, Jesus, what the heck is going on here? I can't. Why are there no good high-res images of this Deadpool and Wolverine Steelbook? I know you guys can't see this. Okay. Target, you're out. You're almost out of physical media anyway, so just get out of my live stream. Get out of my life, man. Here we go. Here's a good one. Okay. Stop sharing. Go to Amazon. Look at this zoom in of the Wolverine Steelbook. I won't spoil anything that happened in Deadpool and Wolverine. I will say that I feel like this franchise has run its course. I feel like this is a reference machine instead of a actual like storytelling narrative film. So the movie's fine. I think I gave it a 3 out of 5. I feel like every time I rewatch it, I'm not going to be as high on the film because all the surprise elements are gone. Why do we have Lady Pool on here twice? Why are there multiple people on here multiple times? That does not make a lick of sense to me. That kind of stinks. Taking off some points for that. Gotta say. I do like the Wolverine. I wish that Dogpool was not on here. I wish like other people were on here. I wish some of the surprise cameo people were on here. I know that they're probably trying to hide that. Why not put that on the inside either instead of just all the different versions of Deadpool? I don't know. This is okay to me. Is there another version I can pull up though? I gotta do the Deadpool variant, right? This one. And I'm assuming, the inside, this one has someone on here 3 times. I don't know. Both of these are more or less the same. I really liked, Disney has done this a couple times where they released multiple Steelbooks for the same movie. I much prefer what they did with Black Panther Wakanda Forever more than I am for Deadpool and Wolverine. Because Black Panther Wakanda Forever, is that anywhere near me? Oh, shoot, they're right here. Can I grab it? I think I can. Okay. Oh, God. Hopefully nothing died. Okay. Let's go back here. The Black Panther Wakanda Forever ones, they're great because they have the Talokan and the Wakandan, and they kind of make one image like this, and they're kind of facing one another. I enjoy this concept. It's like they kind of tried to do this with the Deadpool and Wolverine, but they're the same characters, the same 3 on each one. So I don't know. I'm not really loving what I'm seeing here. Let's go and share the screen right here, the tier list. Honestly, I think these are good. I don't think it's a very good at all. I think it's fine. I feel like they should be facing each other on this, right? Nope, not very good. Get out of there, Deadpool. That looks a heck of a lot nicer. And I mean, if you look at it like that, I guess it's okay, but it's still just the same 3 characters looking at each other. I don't know. Just a little lazy. A little on the lazy side. Not the biggest fan of it. Not the biggest fan of it. Let's see here. Going back to the comments. I think I already did that one. Do I know if these are limited editions? I mean, they probably are, but nowadays, like, I feel like everything is a limited edition, a collector's edition. They just put random jargon on the top for anybody to have like another meaning to buy a movie, even if like nothing feels collector or collectible about it. I don't know. Your Hotel Transylvania last week was creepy. Yeah, I tried a new voice filter out, and I don't know if it really worked that well. I'm just always trying to throw new things out there for sure. Yeah, you don't like their planning for the future to charge $50-$60 for Steelbooks. And I heard specifically it was a Sony issue. It was not anybody else. So it makes me kind of sad as well. And it makes me not want other movie studios to sign on with them because I don't need more expensive Steelbooks in my life. Thank you. Target pre-orders sold out at 48. Walmart's are at 52, and Amazon still has them at 56. Kind of crazy. And the only reason Target is as low as they are is because they are going out of the game, so they don't need that much skin in the game anymore. So they are just trying to pump the inventory and be done, more or less. You know what's the funniest thing about the live stream? Bob's been pressuring me to watch Kill. Okay, yeah. That came out from Lionsgate this year, right? I've heard good things about it. I have not seen it yet. I really wanted the Deadpool one. Thought the one that looked sweet, but then I saw the price and screw that. I totally get it. I was thinking that it will drop, but yeah, it sucks. Also, I think Disney titles don't usually region lock the Blu-ray. Oh, really? That's nice. That's good to know. Then you have no reason whatsoever to not import this from somewhere else at all. I have some import Mondo MCU steals, but that's made from Mondo. That's not. I don't know the Sony deal. I don't know the Sony Blu-rays from overseas. I guess I don't have the knowledge, so I'm not going to say anything else. I haven't seen Cell yet. No, I have not. I don't know a lot of people that have seen Cell. I just literally minutes before I went live here, I posted this. Everybody's been posting like, "Oh, did you know Arrow Video is going to do the 4K of the Saw or Jason 9, 10, 11?" I got this in mind. I got the Cell, and I feel like it's weird how everything's shaking out with the Jason Friday the 13th movies in their 4Ks. It's like Arrow Video got hold of 9, 10, 11, and 12, and Paramount is keeping 1 through 8 to put out themselves. I hate that. I really hate that. I want another box set like we got from Scream Factory, but that seems to be like we're lucky to have that in our lives, and it's not going to happen because rights are where they are, and just everything aligned beautifully for that beautiful, beautiful Blu-ray box set. But the Cell, I posted this a little bit earlier, and I don't know if this was announced earlier or not, but it's got 38 likes as of now. So hopefully it grows and goes. But yeah, does anybody want a 30-day free trial for Scream? What is this? Arrow, watch Arrow. Brand new classic, Stream Killer Cuts, arrowplayer.com. I've never used it, but if you want to try it, there you go. There you go. Hopefully somebody got that. Will the return of the legendary podcast? I'm glad you're happy the podcast is coming back, Prince, for sure. And yeah, I'm excited about this next episode, and I'm also very excited about the episode coming up. Just stay tuned. Just a quick question. Is the Black Christmas Steelbook rare because you found it for quite cheap recently? Is that the one that kind of looks like it's like black, but it has like Christmas light colors, red and green kind of going in? I think I know what you're talking about. It's fairly rare. Came out a couple of years ago, I believe. I don't have that one. I have the Scream Factory 4K, and I have the Scream Factory Blu-ray. But as long as you have Black Christmas in your collection, that's all you really need, because that movie's the best. Here are your pickups for tonight. Five Nights at Freddy's 4K, Halloween Trilogy 4K, Winnie the Pooh Blood and Honey 2 Blu-ray Steelbook, all from Walmart. Yes. I feel like that's the main thing that we need to take from this, is that I love seeing Steelbooks in retail spaces. And the only way you can get that brand new, more or less, is Walmart. I mean, Barnes & Noble has them from time to time, but they're usually super overpriced. I love seeing the Steelbook section at Walmart, and they're still there, but mine moved from a big area to like the end of an end cap, like the side of an end cap area, so it's shrinking. I just want Steelbooks to be available in retail because I love that, and I don't want that to go away. Extended thoughts on the Mr. McMahon documentary on Netflix. It was fine. It was 6 episodes long. If you understand wrestling at all, you're probably not going to get a lot out of it. If you are a noob and want to know about Mr. McMahon because you've heard some things break down that are not great about the man, I'd recommend the doc. But if you've seen a lot, or if you know a lot of history on WWE, I would not. I guess I don't know. I gave it a 4, 3.5 or 4. I guess I can't remember. I enjoyed what I watched, but there wasn't a lot of new content in there. So if you like wrestling, watch it. Just be warned that you probably won't know a lot new to it. But let's go to the next Steelbook up for grabs here. Let's do this one because I'm confused. I'm confused why this Steelbook is a thing. Because we already had a version of this Steelbook. Let's go here and let's do the Dances with Wolves new Steelbook. Why? This is the old one, right? And this is the new one? Like, I'm even getting confused as to which one is which. This is the new one, right? Because when I clicked on this one last time, this is the image that came up, and it told me that this was coming out this month on the 11th. But this is the new one. Why we need 2 different Steelbooks of Dances with Wolves, I have no idea. This has to be the new one. This has the new Shout Studios logo on it. The other one is so old, it does not. Yeah, that one has the old one. Okay, this is the old. This is the new. I've never seen Dances with Wolves. It seems like 3 hours of my life I would rather spend doing anything else. So I don't think I will ever watch Dances with Wolves. This cover A, the OG cover, is better than cover B. And if you really have nothing better to do than do the same scene with different horse poses, then you're just wasting everybody's time here. You're wasting everybody's time. I'm not going to talk anymore about Dances with Wolves here. I am just going with a not good. That I don't know a lot of different visual cues that you could use for Dances with Wolves, but if that's all you got, don't re-release a new Steelbook for the same crap. I even put the old image in here. Oh, that's great. Not good. Bad. Not good at all. Speaking of not good, speaking of why, speaking of you had something great and now you're making a lesser version of it. We got to talk about Sleepy Hollow, folks. If you don't have this in your life, it's sold out so quick. The Fabello, it's a Steelbook, but it's technically called a Fabello because it doesn't close all the way. I have it right there. I should have grabbed it. It doesn't close all the way, and it opens up, and it tells the actual tale of Sleepy Hollow. It actually, you know what? I will be right back because I have to grab it because it's going to bug me if I don't show it. Because I love this release so dang much. This was in my top 10 releases of last year. Okay, I'm here. I'm back. Let's stop that screen. And let me show you the Sleepy Hollow Fabello. Number one, this thing has some heft to it. This thing has some weight. And as you can see, it does not look like a normal Steelbook. It keeps like this. It opens up. This part is flat. It doesn't have the raised edges like a normal Steelbook does. It has, I don't know if you can see this, it's got a hardcover book on the inside. It's amazing. This release is amazing. And so far, it's still one of a kind. Excuse me. My goodness. But yeah, Sleepy Hollow, the movie's fine. I have the Blu-ray on top of the 4K, so that does not scratch. But this release is just something wholly unique. And I'm so sad that it's been over a year and there have not been any more Fabellos. Because I love this thing. And I'm going to protect it with my life, okay? We go back now to the new Steelbook that was announced. And I'll be honest, it's fine. Give me a bigger picture, my God. Why are these all tiny? It's a fine-looking Steelbook. There's a good one. I do like this image. I really think that's a very striking image here. I like the OG poster artwork of Johnny Depp and Christina Ricci in there. I like the shot they used on the inside here. But we already had greatness with the Fabello. And I know that if you like this movie, 2 different ways to get it and package it and everything. But if we scroll down here a little bit, look at this, folks. Look at this. The same Steelbook. This is like a re-release Steelbook. This came out 5 years ago, 4 years ago, an FYE exclusive, Blu-ray only. Now this Blu-ray has a 4K in it. But this is just a re-release. New disc. That's fine. New disc. Who dis? Same Steelbook. Not a fan of that. Not a fan of the reuse. I'm going to go good, but I'm going to dock it a lot of points because it's not a bad-looking Steelbook. It does not deserve to go in the not good territory. But re-release the Fabello. Don't re-release the Steelbook that already got released 4 years ago. Am I wrong? Am I the only one that has these thoughts here? Please let me know in the comments because I am very, very curious to know your thoughts. In fact, I will start looking at the comments again because there's gotta be somebody that likes this Steelbook and doesn't have it in their collection. Riddick is also coming soon in December. I did see that. It was 4 stars on Mr. McMahon. Thank you very much, Prince. What you, Jake? Steelbook, I'm planning on getting A Quiet Place Day 1 and Twisters. Very good. Nice, David Hunt. I'll talk about Twisters here in a bit. I don't believe the U.S. got a Black Christmas Steelbook. You are correct, Movie Hunter. It's so perfect to hear me say, okay. Read that one. They putting Dances with Wolves twice for fun, or maybe they forgot. I don't think they forgot. I don't think Dances with Wolves, the original Steelbook, sold that well because it was on the Shout Factory website forever. So I just don't understand the remake or the re-release. You just received Friday Night Lights. You received on Saturday Friday Night Lights Steelbook from Groove. Good to know, man. I'm tempted to pick that one up because I do like that movie. I just have the Blu-ray. I don't know if I need a 4K of that movie in my life or not. But I am tempted. And I haven't seen that movie in a while, man. Yes. I did know that the Sleepy Hollow Fabello is the first in the States, but before that, there were other Fabellos. Just the only U.S. release that we've got is Sleepy Hollow. And I know this one sold well, and I know it's sold out quick, so I don't know why we haven't had any more. And I don't know what region it is either, Movie Hunter. If you don't know, I really don't know, man. And tomorrow you have the U.S. or Us and Get Out Steelbook. Yes, can always talk about that one. Because you missed out on the Fabello. Okay, and that makes sense to pick up Sleepy Hollow because the 4K transfer of Sleepy Hollow does look very, very nice. Favorite Dakota Johnson movie? None of them. None of them. Probably 21 Jump Street because she's barely in it and she doesn't have a lot to do. And I like everything else about that movie. And Dakota Johnson's just in it. Does Dances with Wolves ever even have a 4K? Don't know. Like I said, I've never seen the movies. I have no idea. Sleepy Hollow 4K should have been a rigid slipcase with the book included like the Hitcher that came out recently. I like the Fabello that came out with it. I really enjoy that release. Blood Harvest looks good, and you're all in for a knockoff Joker clown. Well, it can't be worse than Fully Ado, huh? I was going to go see that today because I have this whole week off, and now I'm not going to see it in theaters at all because I've heard so much negativity about that movie. I would rather wait to see it in 4K than waste $20 going to the movie theater myself. But I am going to see Terrifier 3 on Friday. I'm definitely going to do that. Like, I was just going to make this a clown-centric weekend, a scary clown week. And it's now a one clown less. And I'm kind of okay with that. Scooby Fully Ado? Maybe. Absolutely, maybe. But let's continue on down with the tier list. What is the next one that we should do? I should probably figure that out first. Okay, here's a fun one. Let's do a fun one, shall we? I don't like this movie, but I think this Steelbook design looks super sharp. Let's do Five Nights at Freddy's, the Steelbook. Look at that thing. I mean, mwah, chef's kiss. Bella. This thing is so nice. This encapsulates what the game is in a nutshell. I think this insinuates or grabs what the movie is actually about. But I love this. I love every single ounce of artistry that is on display here. I'm trying to see, okay, here's what the back looks like. Just that dang cupcake again. Whatever. I think the front is so strong. Whoa, I like that. That's amazing. Whoever made this, Jeremy Pryor on X. Bravo on your cupcake making skills. Hey, there's me. That's fun. I'm not too far down on the image search of Five Nights at Freddy's Steelbook. That's cute. I did not notice that until just now. That's pretty cool. Okay. I'm trying to find an inside shot. That can't be what the inside shot is, because that's the inside of this one. I don't know if Walmart has it. Let me double check that. If it does, I will let you guys know. If it doesn't, I'm not going to waste all of our time here. It does not. It doesn't have anything. So I am just going to stop sharing. I will go back to the tier list, and we finally are out of the good territory. Five Nights at Freddy's for me. This is a very solid, very good title. The back is a little whatever. I don't know what the inside looks like. But still, the front is strong enough. I think it deserves to go in the very good category right there. And let's waste no more time. Let's go to another one, shall we? Let's go with one of the two Groove titles coming out this week. Groove exclusive Steelbooks. That's not the right one. You love to see a nice Groove exclusive, huh? Getting them into the game. And one of the ones that they came out with, we did talk about it, Friday Night Lights. That's a great image, and it's a big picture. Here is Friday Night Lights. We have a collage of people on the front. Little lazy, but fine. I've seen lazier for sure. I love the image on the back. I kind of wish this was inversed. I wish that the Friday Night Lights logo was about right here, and we just had the locker room in there. I think that's a more striking image for sure. And then that locker room is all filled up on the inside. I love everything Friday Night Lights. The TV show, I feel like, is stronger than the movie, but I still like the movie too. Kansas City just missed a field goal. I love it. It's great. It's still 16-7. Whoever cares. Probably nobody cares, but I'm still watching. I think this is a very strong Steelbook. I like the aura that is surrounding this entire release. So I'm going to stop sharing once again. I'm going to go back to the tier list. And we are going to put, where'd it go? Friday Night Lights right here. It's another very good. We got back-to-back very goods, folks. Love to see it. Love to see it. Which one is going to be higher? You got to find out at the very end. That's when I will actually rank all of them from best to least best. Right now, we all know Dances with Wolves. It's the least best right now. Are there any more stinkers this week? Time will tell. Time will tell. But let's go back to the comments here and see what you guys are saying over here. You can't wait for Terrifier 3? crossing my fingers. I'm hoping that Terrifier 3 is good. For me, I really enjoyed the first Terrifier, and I thought Terrifier 2 was a step in the wrong direction. It added way too much lore that I was not asking for. The little girl aspect, the mythical aspect. I just want a creepy clown killing people. Is that so much to ask for? Okay. I'm hoping Terrifier 3 does not go into the extended lore, even though I think it's going to. And it's another really long runtime. It's almost 2.5 hours, just like the second one was. The first one was like a brisk 90 minutes. I don't even think it was 90 minutes. I really like the first Terrifier, but I love the kills. Like, they're so brutal, and that's what I come to this franchise for. So if I have to sit through a 2.5 hour long movie to have 40 minutes of unique kills, I'll do it. I'll do it. Of course, it's Five Nights, and you've never played it, and I will never play it. I don't need Five Nights at Freddy's in my life. Heard we were getting a second Five Nights at Freddy's. That's what I heard too. Good for you, Matthew Lillard. Get that money. Honestly, I'm pretty mad that we're only now getting a Five Nights at Freddy's 4K Steelbook because you picked up the standard 4K. That's the thing. Like, if a movie's big enough and doesn't come out right away with a day one Steelbook, I would wait. Because in a year or less, a 4K Steelbook will come out. Right now, that is what companies are banking on, is that you, the collector, cannot wait to have it in your collection. And then you can't wait again to have a upgraded skin added into your collection. You might have the movie, but you don't have this version in a nice little Steelbook packaging. It drives me nuts. It really, really does. And it's not going to change. It's only going to get worse. I think it's only going to get worse, which is kind of nice because we will continue to get Steelbooks, but I wish that they would just be the good old days and come out day one and have a 4K and a 4K Steelbook. That's just not the way it is anymore, and it kind of stinks. You just got the Five Nights at Freddy's Steelbook. It looks great, and it's the second version of it you have now. I'm hoping you're happy that it's the second version of it you have now. Am I planning to see Conclave with Ralph Fiennes? He's a frontrunner right now to be nominated for Best Actor at the Oscars. I've never heard of Conclave until just... Oh, no, is that the Catholic Church one or the Pope one? Is that the Pope one? Maybe. I might be interested. If Ralph Fiennes is nominated for Best Actor at the Oscars, I will definitely see Conclave for sure. I know who he is. I know he is Collector Movie Man. R.I.P. Chris Christopherson. I didn't really know a lot of his filmography or discography personally. Did not listen to a lot of the man. I saw him in Blade, and that's really about it. But yeah, it's never fun to see people go. Good for you, Shaggy. Get that $1 million. Absolutely, man. Absolutely. Hopefully you got more than $1 million for the second one. So far, my favorite Steel this month I pre-ordered is Imaginary. I didn't put that on the list because it already came out, but I've heard the movie's not great, but I've heard the Steelbook is phenomenal. So I'm tempted to get it, but I'm hoping that one drops down in price because no one will want to buy Imaginary. But I did. It looks amazing. It looks like it pops off the Steelbook with all those like blue, black light aesthetics that are on there. And it's cool that it glows in the dark. Very, very cool release. Is the new release roundup coming back? I posted one this week. I just did it pre-recorded because there were a lot of new releases that came out that I wanted to show high res. I feel like when I go live, it doesn't look as good, even though it says today that I'm streaming in 1080p. So maybe that's not the case anymore. It's a lot easier for me to do new release roundups live. I just want the presentation to be good. So we shall see. I'm very on the fence with that one. Very, very much so. Welcome back, Daniel Day-Lewis. Absolutely. Very excited to see him pop back up into theaters, into just movies in general. I don't care if it's in his own kid's movie. He wrote the movie. It's a passion project for him, obviously. So very, very excited about that. Yeah, this new Steelbook is a lot better than the first Five Nights at Freddy's Steelbook. Good to know. Had my order for the Arcane 4K Steelbook today. Pretty excited about that one. That one is also coming up soon, folks. So let's, you know what? Let's continue to go down The Groove Train, baby. And let's go over Us. Or no, it's probably Get Out. Yeah, Get Out, Us, Steelbook. I adore this mashup. I already have Us on 4K. I don't have Get Out on 4K. And I might want to do the rare double dip on this just because I am a sucker for mashing IPs together, especially when it comes to Jordan Peele, because none of his stuff really makes sense to put together. But this image, to me, is perfection. Having him fall down into the sunken place and having the scissors right there that he's falling into. So simple, yet so effective. And I love how both are inside of the scissors here of Get Out and Us. I really like the way that spine looks as well. Does it make sense that they're both in the same Steelbook? No. But the mashup for me is amazing. I love it so, so much. We have a still from each movie on the inside. It does look like a stack pack. That's maybe a deal breaker for me. If it had 2 layered setups, I always prefer a layered setup than a stack pack because 4Ks stack like crap. And I'm always nervous that the 4K is going to scratch if it's in a stack pack. Not a fan. That kind of makes me not want to pick up this Steelbook. Does that go into the rating, though? Here's a closer look of the inside there. I just love the Steelbook besides the stack pack. Stack pack is not good for 4Ks. Blu-rays, I don't care. Stack pack them away. It's still a pain, but it's less of a pain because Blu-rays you can just toss around like Frisbees. They're not going to scratch up. I was going to put this in the amazing. Does the stack pack put it in very good territory? That's a toughie. I might change this later, but I will put the Get Out Us Steelbook in very good. It's borderline amazing, though. It's borderline amazing. When I'm rating at the very end, I will see where it lands. Because I really don't know at this point. It could go either way. Stay tuned, folks. It's going to be a fun rating. Let's see here. Let's go to... What else should we do here? Ooh! Speaking of horror films, let's continue down the spooky dookie train. We are in October, huh? Let's go here. Here's another example of a release that did not get a Steelbook when it first came out, but now is getting a Steelbook. And that's Thanksgiving. I really had a fun time with Thanksgiving. Is Thanksgiving close? I don't think it is. Otherwise, I would grab it. Yeah, it's just right there. God, I even only have it on Blu-ray. This did not have a 4K release when it came out, right? That's right. Ooh, that's even more of a reason to get it. And this is also a Sony release. It's only $41, and it's sad that I'm saying only. This should be $30, honestly. 35 max. 35 max is like the threshold I want to have with new Steelbook releases. Anything over that, you're going to get me to second guess. Like, do I really need this in my life? Is a Blu-ray of Thanksgiving good enough? Or do I need to have this look as shimmeringly gorgeous as possible? I will say, I love this image. I love that they just went with the classic Thanksgiving look that they did in the Grindhouse trailer. God, that's so nice. I love that image so much. The rest of this Steelbook is fine. This is the image that's on the Blu-ray release of Thanksgiving. All the Carver heads I could have done without. One Carver head is fine. A vast array of John Carver heads I'm fine with. I love that it comes with a note. That's cute. I'm doing physical media pen pals. I love me a good handwritten note. It looks like this is one from Eli Roth, I'm assuming. That looks like a big E and an L right there. Wonder what that says. I wonder if I can zoom in on this and I can see what that says. Let me do some investigating on my end. Oh, you can. You can, chat. Let's go. We got to look. Let's stop sharing. Let's start zooming, okay? Zoom in with me. Here's the Amazon. What does this say? Oh, there's a cute little Eli Roth thing right here. Dear viewer, it's with the deepest pleasure. I can't read all of that. But I will read it when I have it in my collection. See you at the dinner table, Eli Roth. I don't know. That's very cool. I could squint and try to make that out. I'm not going to. If you want to do that, go right for it. You can pause that. But I think we've spent enough time looking at the Thanksgiving Steelbook. Let's start ranking the Thanksgiving Steelbook. I love that front image a lot. But this, to me, is a very good borderline good. I wish that John Carver was on this side, and when you took the disc out, you had all of the Carver masks. That makes more sense to me because I don't care. That doesn't really come into play in the movie, all of the different Carver masks. I don't really understand what they were going for here. That being said, I really like the movie. I just, it's another way to have your audience double dip, and that's just the era of physical media collecting that we're living in, and it's a little obnoxious. And I'm kind of over it. I'm definitely kind of over it, but it's not over with us. Okay, what other comments do we have here? Just wanted to say that you went and saw Joker 2. You enjoyed the movie. It's not perfect, though. Kind of expected it going in there. You're the first person to say anything positive about Joker Folie à Deux Collector Movie Man. I'm curious to see it, but I feel like I am just going to wait until it hits 4K because I just don't know. I just don't know. Already talked about that one. You're hoping to get Imaginary, but you're hoping that the price will drop. I don't think Imaginary will be that high of a seller, but who knows? You've not seen these movies. I think you should buy. I think I should buy this. Which one are you talking about? Thanksgiving? Oh, Get Out or Us? Yes. If you've not seen those movies, great time to hop in. Totally recommend Get Out and Us. I like Get Out better than Us. Us isn't bad. I like Jordan Peele's filmography as a whole, man. You have not seen Get Out or Us. It's going to be a first-time watch this year for me for Spooky Dookie season. You can't go wrong with those. Get Out is pretty much a new horror classic. Us has a lot of good ideas. Doesn't really stick the landing in the third act. And I've been meaning to watch Nope again because I had a blast with that sucker in the theater. I want to see how it plays at home. But like I said, all three of his movies I've really, really liked. The new Leon Steelbook is high on your list this year. That sucker does look nice. Leon is a doozy. What's up, Unethical Cinema? Nice to have you in here. You think they're making a second Thanksgiving? They are. And Eli needs it. Eli Roth with Borderlands, that really crapped the bed. So he just needs to go back to his new Thanksgiving franchise, come out with one every couple of years, and maybe swing for the fences again in about 6 to 8 years. Let people forget that you made Borderlands. Just found out last week that one of your favorite movies with Ralph Fiennes is going to come out. English Patient. Oh, I didn't know that they were making a 4K Steelbook of English Patient. That's another movie I haven't seen. You also enjoyed Joker 2, Jack? Okay. Let's go. Maybe the critics don't know what they're talking about. You don't care. You will enjoy Joker 2. Golden Tomato for a reason. Does it have a Golden Tomato? I have my October horror watch ready. Today I did Blood Harvest, and I also did Maxine. That's right. I'm trying to watch at least 2 horror movies a day when I have time off. The week is already filling up like crazy, so I don't know if that's going to happen. But I wanted to watch the Psycho franchise this Spooky Dookie season. Psycho franchise and movie remakes. I want to say either tomorrow or Wednesday, I'll be putting up a video where I review one of the ones that I've watched. I filmed 3 movie reviews because I feel like it's been a long time since I've done that. But God, what else did I even talk about? I think I did A Nightmare on Elm Street. I think I did The Fly. And I did one other one. No, not I Spit on Your Grave. I could not make a review on I Spit on Your Grave. That one was a hard watch. Nope on physical is killer. They keep the IMAX sequences on disc. I did hear about that, Justin. Like I said, I'm excited to watch it. How's it going, Film Frenzy recaps? I love the artwork on the Stardust Steelbook. It's so beautiful in person. That's a movie that I have not heard anybody talk about besides when it came out on physical media and people seem to love that movie. Had no idea that was a Matthew Vaughn movie. But yeah, it's a movie I know nothing about, like, at all. So I don't know if I need that movie in my life or not. The only Psycho you've seen is the 98 Vince Vaughn remake. That's another remake I'm going to watch. I just need to get through the first 4. I've only seen the first Hitchcock and the Gus Van Sant remake. I've not seen 2, 3, or 4, and I have that nice Arrow video box set, so I just need to finally watch it. But for one of my film theory classes in college, I watched Hitchcock and remakes. That was the whole semester. So the first half of the semester was all Hitchcock films, and then we watched Psycho, and then the next week we watched the remake of Psycho, and it's insane how similar they are in shot, tone, and like it's like Gus Van Sant tried to do a shot-for-shot remake of Hitchcock Psycho, and there's no reason for it. There's really not. A very unnecessary sequel, but very intriguing too. It's one that I've been wanting to rewatch for a while because I have not taken that class. God, it's been 15 years. I'm old. I'm old. No, 10 years, 12 years, over a decade. I'm old. I'm still old. It still makes me old. Ooh! Oh my God. Okay. Go, big man. Chiefs were about to score. It was 2nd and goal. Mahomes got picked in the end zone. Saints needed that to stay alive. Dear Lord. Oh, that's good. Let's go Saints. F the Chiefs. I'm over Chiefs so much. They do not need to three-peat. That was amazing. Sorry, I got very distracted. I love seeing a big man get an interception. That's amazing. Let's read the comments. Sorry, Prince. Odd Thomas, Constantine, Texas Chainsaw Massacre, Orphan 1, Beetlejuice. This is the list of stuff you're going with. OCTOBE. I don't know what you're doing here. I'm not seeing it. I'm not seeing it, Prince. Sorry. I've watched 3 movies so far for spooky season. I watched You're Next, and I watched the original Strangers, not the remake. Yes, the first Strangers is great, and the Strangers Chapter 1 is another example of a movie that got horrible reviews, and I'm nervous to watch it, man. But Your Next is a blast. Your Next is a very fun movie. Golden Tomato is your new moniker. Oh, okay. Well, there you go. The Arrow video box set for the Psycho movies looks gorgeous. You wish you had it. Yeah. I bought that because that's one franchise I knew I wanted to watch at some point. And the price point was pretty dang good for 4 4K movies. I want to say it was like $70. I think it was 65 with tax. It ended up being 70. That's totally worth $70. Enter the Void. Yes. I love Enter the Void, and nobody talks about Enter the Void. Weird movie by Gaspar Noé. That's one I watched in college, fell in love with. There's some innovative filmography in that movie. A lot of like overhead stuff. I remember liking it when I was in my early 20s. Does it still hold up? I'm not sure. I have not went back to it, but I do really like Enter the Void. You're so happy I'm a fan of Evil Dead franchise. You don't know why, but you really love it since Evil Dead 2013. There has not been a bad Evil Dead movie, in my opinion. Every one of them is at least a 3.5 star or above. And if Evil Dead Rise is going to be the worst movie in the franchise, I am okay with it. October. The pattern is October. You're spelling October. Sorry, my brain's not in spell mode right now. Tomorrow you're going to be watching Get Out. Good. I hope you enjoy it because that movie is an absolute blast, man. But let's get back to some movies. Let's do another horror movie. Surprise, surprise, huh? Let's go over here and let's look up a very unnecessary Steelbook, huh? Because there are so many. Nope. I'm not spelling. I had something else in mind. Halloween. The new 3. Remember when this came out? Did you not get this? It's a great set, but did you miss out and you still want these 3 Halloween movies in your collection? Well, wait no longer, because now we have this. Halloween Trilogy. They are milking this franchise for all it's worth. Yes, I am a sucker for a slip, and yes, that is a nice use of the slip. And yes, I want to put Patrick Bateman's face on Michael Myers. Do I need this in my life? No. No, I do not. Because I own these movies 2 times already. I do not need third time for me is not a charm at all. This looks fake. I need to get a closer look at that. That's the smallest look possible. I need to look this up on Walmart.com. Toronto. Right now, this is selling for $50 on Walmart.com. And I'm hoping that it shows me. Okay. Okay. Oh God. Okay. I'm saying a lot of okays. Let's start. Stop sharing and go to Walmart.com. I hate how when I pop a new screen in, it doesn't follow. That looks so fake. That looks fakey fake. That looks like a slipcover is on there and you can like put them off and on. I hate that. That looks terrible. And I don't like the knife. I don't like the knife with different shots from the trilogy in there. There's so much black space you're doing nothing with. And this only comes with 4K discs. The more I look at this, the more I hate it. And I like the slip. I really do. That's pulling a lot of the weight for this release personally. Jamie Lee with the knife in the reflection right over Michael Myers' head makes a lot of sense. Very symbolic. But if your slipcover is the best part of your crappy looking Steelbook, you got a problem. I mean, that's a very striking image of Michael right there. That's horrendous. That's one of the worst Photoshops I've seen in quite some time. That looks terrible. That looks terrible. So let's stop sharing that terrible looking Steelbook. And now where do I go here? I feel like the face and the slipcover are good enough to put it in good. If it did not have the slipcover, it would probably be not good. Not good territory. But as is, one thing I did not check, and one thing I don't think I'm going to like. Does this release... Oh, it's not showing if it has stack packs. Sneaky, sneaky. If this has stack packs on all 4Ks, that would be a guaranteed not good. But since it doesn't show it, I'm not going to dock it. Definitely not. But let's go to the next one. What is the next one? God, here's another example of putting out very similar Steelbooks, but just changing some things up very, very minutely. Let's go here. Let's look at the Ring 4K Steelbook. They came out with a Blu-ray Steelbook. This exact same Steelbook, except it has a different slipcover over it. The slipcover that I have, do I have this? Oh, crap. It's going to be right up there again. I did not make a stack. I did not prepare, but pictures are here. This is the Steelbook I have. It's the exact same Steelbook, but for me, it's got a more superior slipcover. The slipcover is cardboard, which I don't like with Steelbooks. I like to have that nice plastic slipcover, but I love the VHS aesthetic that was on this slipcover, and I love the little 20th anniversary sticker that was on here. If the only change you're going to do is add this looks like a plastic slipcover that you can see some of the static in here, it's cool. And the Steelbook, again, is great. It's just, you have this Steelbook and you're not doing anything different besides the slipcover. This Zabby Extended Edition looks great. This has the best of both worlds. It has the very hard box of the VHS tape with the new slipcover and the same Steelbook and a whole bunch more goodies. If you didn't have this in your collection, this would be the ideal one to get because it has all 3 different artworks. And if you don't have this edition, this one's not bad. It's just, I already have this. There's no reason for me to pick up this Steelbook because the Steelbook is exactly the same. So for me, just because it's so... I want to say that Ring one came out last year. I'm just going to put it at good. Last year, with the Steelbook, it would have been a very good release. But since they're re-releasing the same Steelbook with just a new slip, it's got to go with just good. Because it's lazy. It's very lazy. There's a lot of imagery to use with this franchise. And I do love the Steelbook. Don't get me wrong. It's just, it's already been done. So let's do something else. Now let's go over a couple of Steelbooks that I have no idea about. So I'm going to go over them very quickly. Let's go over Arcane, because I don't know anything about this. I know it's about League of Legends, and that's it. And I want to say, this Steelbook is the 4K version of Arcane, and this Steelbook is the Blu-ray version of Arcane. Very cool that it is two different Steelbooks, same aesthetic, but at least there's two different characters on the Steelbook. It makes people that like Arcane, it gives them a reason to pick up both. Why Arcane has... Does it come with a Blu-ray too? Or no? Why are there 4 4Ks and only 3 Blu-rays? Bizarre. There's only a $3 difference too. The Blu-ray is $42.96. The 4K is $44.96. I don't know which one I like better. I don't know which one I like worse. I don't like the clouds. I much rather prefer the fire than the clouds. And I have not seen an inside shot of either one of these Steelbooks, which is not a good sign. Because I don't think that's it. No, that's a fold out of some sort. Is it worth picking up? Who made this? Mark the Llama 91. For me, it's not. I answered your question. For me, Mark the Llama 91, I'm not picking up these Steelbooks because I don't know anything about the show. I've heard the show is great, but I'm not a League of Legends fan. I feel like these... God, this is becoming a very crowded month for just good Steelbooks, but I feel like these Arcane ones are fine. They're not upsetting me to look at them, but they're not making me excited to pick up them either. So that's where I'm going with Arcane. Got 2, boom, boom, right out of here. Let's go with another double duty release, huh? Let's go this time with some Borderlands, huh? I still want to see this movie. I did not see it in theaters. But here's an example of 2 retailers having 2 distinctly different Steelbooks. And I like both of them. I love the claptrap aesthetic for the Amazon exclusive. I think that looks nice. But honestly, I think this release is just like, wow. There is so much colorful imagery on this sucker. For me, they even have different disc artwork. That's amazing. That's going above and beyond on your Steelbooks. And honestly, I would be A-okay if releases did this for new release movies, just like they kind of did last year. I feel like this year there's been a step back of the same movie having retailer exclusive releases. I didn't hate that time. I liked having the choice, and I like both of these. I think I like this one better, but this is a very strong, just character aesthetic that I like. So for me, I'm going to go... I think both these are very good. I really do. I like them both for different reasons. And I'm not sure when this is coming because I don't have it in my hands just yet. But I do know Lionsgate reached out to me and is letting me give away both a Steelbook version of this version. And with this Steelbook, you will also get this poster signed by the majority of people on this poster. It'll be signed by Cate Blanchett. It'll be signed by Jamie Lee Curtis. It'll be signed by Eli Roth. It'll be signed by Ariana. I forgot her last name. The little girl. Oh my God. Tiny Tina, right? Isn't that her name in the movie? It's signed by a couple more people too. But when they asked me to do the giveaway, I'm like, yes, I want that signed poster, let alone give it to one of my subscribers. I think it's going to be a great giveaway. Look out for that in the next couple of weeks. I'd love for somebody on YouTube to win one of these, and I'm not quite sure how I'm going to kind of host the giveaway. Ariana DeBose, is that her name? I thought it was like something Blatt, right? Maybe I'm crazy. I can't remember. But if you want to get the Steelbook, stay tuned. Or maybe get one version, and if you want the other one, it should be fun to give that sucker away. And I'm going to try to be kind of creative with that giveaway for sure. Let's see here. Wow, there's a lot of comments again. Let's go up here. I own the Halloween 4K twice. That slipcover is okay. You haven't opened it yet, so you don't know if it's stack packed. Oh, you have this one already? I'd be interested to know if it's stack packed or not. I'm not going to get it, but I'm curious. You've got the box set for the Halloween movies. Me too as well. Bad Blood was early start. I didn't know that at the time. I did know that once I watched the end of it. And it makes sense because both of them are owned by the same entity. You're a big fan of both, so you won big time? Absolutely, man. You hate the 6th Sense Steelbook. Not having the red doorknob is a huge fumble. I think I like the... They didn't do a great job with either Steelbook, honestly. I don't like the way Joaquin Phoenix looks on the signed Steelbook, and I really want that signed Steelbook. But that face, maybe it looks better in person. I don't know, but it just wasn't great. It wasn't great. And I saw that too. Yeah, I saw that Kevin Owens turned heel on like a video phone footage outside by his tour bus. It's cool that they're becoming more creative with the way that they're doing storylines, not just filmed in front of a live audience. Linkin Park is featured. Okay, very good. I'm glad you're eating good. These are great for Arcane. The 4K has 3 4Ks and a bonus Blu-ray. That's what it is. Okay, thank you for making that known, because I had no idea why one had 4, one had 3. Well, thank you for making me happy with including Arcane. No problem, man. The show is amazing. I've heard it's really good. I recommend it. You don't need to know anything about the games to enjoy it. Now it's a great time to get on board. One of my friends keeps on bugging me about watching Arcane. I just haven't yet. Next month, I'm getting House of the Dragon Steelbook, Terminator Steelbook, Beetlejuice Steelbook, North by Northwest Steelbook. Definitely getting the Terminator. Maybe on Beetlejuice. North by Northwest, I already have a Blu-ray version of. I'm curious what 4K will do for North by Northwest. I love that movie, so I'm tempted to get it. I'm just trying not to spend a lot of money right now, and it's really hard because there's a lot of great sales going on, like that Shocktober. A lot of great deals going on for that sucker. And if I get anything, excuse me, Jesus, if I get anything from that sale, I'll want to spend $100 to get that free gift, even though I have no idea what the free gift is. I really liked the 10th anniversary t-shirt they gave out. That t-shirt was amazing. And that would be what would be in my mind of what a giveaway item should be. And if it's not that, I'd probably be a little disappointed. So we'll see. I know it's on Netflix. There's only 2 seasons of Arcane. I didn't know the second season was the final one. Scanning, Claptrap. I like Borderlands, the game. I played 1 and 2. I haven't played 3, but I played 1 and 2 a lot when those came out. You really want the Twister Steelbook, but you missed out on it. Hopefully they make more. Hopefully it doesn't stay sold out for long. Okay. You like the Claptrap version of Borderlands? Good to know, man. Dave Bautista and Drew McIntyre is in Killer's Game 2. Yeah. I think that one got a Steelbook announcement, right? Am I crazy? Ariana Glenblot? Is that it? Is it Glenblot? I thought it was something else blot. Greenblot. Thank you. Yes, that's what it is. Boom, boom. You definitely want to be entered into the giveaway for the Borderlands. Yeah, it should be a cool one. I'm hoping that, again, I can make a fun video for it. You would definitely give a major shout out to me. No shout outs necessary. Just, it's going to be your name, or no, it's not going to be your name. The name's going to be in there. It's going to be a like. You got to make sure you're following me. And then in the comments, probably be like best video game adaptation movie, something like that. We'll see. I still got to think about it. November is the last month to get anything because in December you buy Christmas gifts. I'm already starting to buy Christmas gifts. Once you get I don't know. I feel like I always like to stock up on Christmas stuff for people. Let's see here. Let's continue to go down the line. How many steelbooks do we got? 6 more. We got 6 more steelbooks. This is a packed month for steelbook releases, folks. Let's start off by looking at this next one. It's a sequel, folks. Winnie the Pooh, Blood and Honey 2 Steelbook. Here it is in all of its sticky glory, huh? Oh, bother. Here's the first Steelbook from Shout Factory. Look at the change of Winnie's face from 1 to 2. I mean, dear God. Night and day. Simple-minded, stone cold killer. I mean, I have seen both. I prefer the second one over the first. I prefer the image of the first one more than the second, though. I will say that. This is kind of very generic for me. I kind of like this one for Winnie the Pooh, Blood and Honey. This has to be the second one, right? Yeah, Blood and Honey 2. I like this German Steelbook a lot more than the one we got in the States. This is just very meh. This is amazing, man. I like that one. I already have this, so I don't need to get the Steelbook in my life at all. I'm trying to find the front and back cover for Winnie the Pooh, Blood and Honey 2. I don't know if I'm going to be able to see it or not. I really like that Steelbook a lot. The one that we got in the States, not even that one. Where did it go? Let's click on the Walmart one, see if Walmart has any images of the back. I want to say the first Steelbook for Winnie the Pooh, Blood and Honey sold very well for Walmart. Okay, let's I want to showcase off this image just because it's kind of crazy what some of these 100-acre forest critters look like now. Look at this. Look at the savagery of Pooh and Owl. Owl looks like the frickin' Jeepers Creepers guy. There's Piglet. Oh my God, he looks like he should be in a Nazi group or some sort. It just looks great. They're not showing Tigger at all. He's in one scene of this movie, and that was probably my favorite character. Owl is he's the all-knowing owl, and kind of did not fit the rest of the tone of the movie. You don't really see a lot of Piglet. Winnie is definitely more vicious in this one than he is in the second one. It's crazy that these sentences are even coming out of my mouth too. It's just it's fun to say. But the Steelbook, the only thing I really have to go for is that front cover. And when I just saw a Steelbook look 10 times better in another country, I have to go with just good for this. This might be higher on the good than most, but that German exclusive Steelbook knocked ours way out of the water. Way out of the water. Okay, we have 5 more. Let's go over another slasher, should we? I think that sounds like a great idea. Because I am so excited to finally have A Nightmare on Elm Street in glorious 4K and a glorious looking 4K Steelbook. Here's the version that I'm picking up. I love this franchise so much. I love the first movie so much that I needed a big box version of it. And I also get the best of both worlds. The hardcover box is what we get here with this release, but then the actual Steelbook itself is the classic poster artwork. Cannot come to my house soon enough. But right now, the Steelbook we're getting in the States, I still like a lot. We get a very retro-inspired 80s looking front cover and the back with the old school strips that kind of flow from the front. Love that. I love the old school Warner Brothers logo. I love the old school horror VHS themed sticker on the side. I like just Freddy Krueger in the boiler room on the inside. This is a great release. This shows originality. I am giving this sucker an amazing. The first amazing. This one still might get amazing. I'm not sure where I'm at yet. I'm still kind of soaking it in. But we finally get an amazing. Took a while. But for me, that Nightmare on Elm Street Steelbook is pretty dang solid, to say the least. It did the movie. Oh, Killer's Game got a Steelbook announcement. Good to know. Good to know. The Scream Factory gifts a magnet? What? Spend $100, get a magnet? That makes me not want to do your sale at all. Don't slap me in the face with a free magnet, okay? No, thank you. No, thank you. A magnet or 15% off your next. That's a little better, but 15% is not great. Do 20, do 25. Not a fan, Scream Factory. Give me a t-shirt again. I like the t-shirt. Do I know how many Steelbooks we've had this year? Ask Mr. Movie Man. Movie Man, ask Movie Hunter, because I really don't know. Here's a message to Bill Goldberg. Please retire. Yes. I hope that Gunther and Goldberg have a match. That would be great, even though I feel like Gunther would just destroy him. Did I see Megalopolis? I did not see it. Again, I don't want to sit in a theater for 3 hours for a movie that I'm probably not going to like, so I will wait on that one. The Last of Us is very, very solid. I like both the video game and the TV show. Cannot wait for season 2 to come out. You're getting the box set as well for A Nightmare on Elm Street. Cannot wait to see the 4K transfer. I think I just got the 4K in the mail from Warner Brothers. I haven't opened up the mail. I always do like big openings, and I open 5 packages at a time or whatever. So I think I got it. I don't know 1,000%, but I do just want to pop it in and look at that transfer pronto. Do I consider the Philippines as your option for a vacation spot? I don't know. I think the Philippines sounds great. I've never been, so I don't know. On a scale of 1 to 10, how would you rate Nightmare on Elm Street on being scary? I feel like the first one is very good at creeping you out. I feel like the longer the franchise goes, the more it plays into cheesiness and campiness. But that first movie definitely has some good scares to it. You love watching the opening mail videos? Good to hear. I like filming them. So I think I'm going to film one tomorrow. Hopefully put up Wednesday, Thursday. Tomorrow, I'll put up a movie review. Wednesday, I'll put up a movie meme. Thursday, I'll probably do a movie mail unboxing. And then Friday, something else. Who knows? I think I have my next 3 days covered. But we'll see. I've got a lot of movies in the hopper. I just have to decide when I want to release them, which is a good place to be. I'm glad I'm at that place rather than an alternative place and just having to scramble to make content. That's never fun. Speaking of scrambling, let's twist some stuff up, huh? Let's do the Twisters 4K Steelbook. Twisters. There it is. You got tornadoes. You're chasing away from them. Sometimes you want to get close. Sometimes you got too close and you got to run away. Twister, twister, twister. I think a Steelbook looks okay. I mean, it's not blowing my socks off at all. I'm assuming this opens up to one continuous image of not one twister, but twisters. And then you got a big gold funnel cloud over here. I don't know. This seems very lazy, very easy, a lot better than this. I will say, I've hated this clip art version of the original Twister. I did not get this Steelbook. I think I like this Steelbook, at least with people in it, even though that doesn't look like it's great either. I don't know. Is it hard to make good imagery for Twisters? Or Twister in general? I don't know. But for me, the Twister Steelbook. It's not good. It's fine. There's a lot of just mediocrity this October. It's not fun. That's not what you want. You want to get excited to pop in a good, scary movie. You don't want mediocre packaging to get through all of the mediocrity down here. Not great. Not great. 3 more Steelbooks. I can't even remember what that one is. Is that terrible? I need to go and look. That one is Ninja Scroll. That's why I forgot it, because I don't know what it is. I know it's an anime print, so don't get mad, because I have never heard of Ninja Scroll. Ninja Scroll Steelbook. I will say, va va boom. This Steelbook looks great. This Steelbook is just popping with original imagery. I think it looks phenomenal. Here's a good shot of the front, the back, the slipcover you get, the inside, and the great choice of only having very minimal imagery where the disc is housed, because more often than not, I'm not going to look at that. I'm going to look at this. I don't know. I think that looks amazing. I just don't care to watch it. But the slipcover even looks like it shows some of the Steelbook peeking through. That looks great. And I even though I don't want to watch this show, I feel like people who love this show will love this Steelbook. And personally, because of that, I will put my biases aside, just go straight to what the Steelbook looks like. I think this is a very good Steelbook. It might be amazing. If I liked the IP, it would probably be amazing. But for me, it's a very good Steelbook. I think this is going above and beyond what you want for an IP like this. But I have to, I got to look at the comments and see if Prince has said anything on this, because I know he's had to. He has to, right? I love, oh, you already did that. Japanese horror goodness. Shout out to MVD. MVD and Arrow Video. Yes, very, very good. You love watching them too. Good to hear. You're not gonna spear you for that. Okay, good. Love that I included Ninja Scroll. You watched and enjoyed Ponyo. Okay, yeah, I did enjoy Ponyo. Any Studio Ghibli stuff I like, and I'm trying to slowly work through that filmography with my girls. But Ponyo was good. I don't know anything about Ninja Scroll. And you didn't tell me if you liked that show or not. So since you didn't say anything, I'm assuming you don't like it that much. Don't know if that's right or wrong, but that's what I'm going with. Next Steelbook that we have, we've got two more left. Let's go with another re-release, huh? Let's go with The Mummy. I already have this Steelbook. It's a good-looking Steelbook for The Mummy, the old classic 1932 version of The Mummy. That's not the right Mummy. That is the right Mummy. That's a very tiny shot of front, back, and inside. I think this is the best shot we got here, folks. It's solid. It's just already been done. And when I did the Dracula and Frankenstein reviews, there's one crucial piece that I did not know that I have to dock this release for. Do I have The Mummy to show? I thought I did. Is it close to me that I can find? It is. Okay. Let's stop sharing for a second. This is the Blu-ray edition of The Mummy. As you can see, it comes with a slip, a nice plastic slipcover. The new 4Ks don't. This is on a J card, and then you just get this on its own. I mean, the artwork is amazing from Alex Ross. He always does great work. But why would you come back years later and do the exact same release but not do a plastic slip? I hate that. I absolutely despise that with such a passion that I'm going to do what I should have done the first time. If I would have had that knowledge, I would have. I've got to do, that's a not good look. That's a not good look from a good looking Steelbook. Normally with the slipcover, it would have been very good territory when that original Blu-ray was released. This was a very good release. If I'm just talking about the re-release of this Steelbook, it would be in the good. But because these releases don't even have slipcovers and the Blu-rays did, this I bought for $10. Brand new at Best Buy. I bought the whole lot of them that they came out with, $10 each. Now you want me to spend $35 on the exact same Steelbook with a 4K transfer and no slipcover? No, thank you. No, thank you whatsoever. In fact, that makes me even more irritated. But what do you do? What do you do? Am I the only one that is that enraged by that? Let me know, because I absolutely hate that. And if I would have known on Frankenstein and Dracula, I would have put them in the same boat as well. But last but not least, we have The Strangers, the original Strangers. And this is another oddity for me. What is going on here? Why is her head exploding with blood and trees? This Steelbook is a work of art for a very terrible movie. I even think that this slip, or the standard edition for the 4K from Scream Factory, does a great job at capturing the creepiness of this film. This is just what? Why? I don't like this. I don't like the Steelbook. It makes me not want to buy this edition of the movie. And if that's what your Steelbook's doing, I honestly think that we have a terrible looking Steelbook on our hands, folks. I don't know. Am I going too hard? Am I just losing steam and patience with some of these releases that I'm like, yeah, whatever, just throw them in the garbage, we're done? I feel like this would be good normally, but this is so bad. This is so bad. I hated it as soon as it was announced. I'm not a fan of the artwork whatsoever. But I am going to go and rank them from best to least best. We know what least best is now. I haven't thrown a terrible in the mix in a very long time. This felt good to throw in the bin, the terrible bin. After thinking long and hard about it, I think this is going to go up to amazing. I hate the stack pack version, I do, but just going off of artwork for the Steelbook, I have to go with amazing. And I have to look at the release itself to see how bad the stack pack is. Just going off of what I see here, I'm going with amazing with this mashup. Because I didn't think this mashup could exist and be pulled off with any good execution. I love that imagery right there of the sunken place into the scissors. It's great. It's great. Now for the very goods. Five Nights at Freddy's is going to stay very high up there. I do like this edition of Borderlands better than the other one. Just because I don't know anything about Ninja Scroll, it's going to stay at the bottom. Sorry, Ninja Scroll. Thanksgiving, the John Carver heads I'm not a big fan of. In fact, John Carver heads, I'm not a big fan of. All of the ones in there, you're getting put all the way to the bottom. I think this is how Friday Night Lights I will put. Yeah, Borderlands in front of Friday Night Lights. Five Nights at Freddy's, the beginning of the very good. I like this list. I like this rundown. People listening to the podcast. Nightmare on Elm Street 1, Get Out Us 2, Five Nights at Freddy's 3, Borderlands, Walmart Edition 4, Borderlands, Amazon Edition with Claptrap 5, Friday Night Lights 6, Ninja Scroll 7, Thanksgiving 8. Now we're on to the goods. I can't put a re-release at the best of the goods, even though this one probably would be. And this one wouldn't be too far off. I'm going to go... I think this is a pretty striking image of Winnie the Pooh, Blood and Honey. I'm going to put this... I'm okay doing that right now. Arcanes are going to stay pretty low. Twisters is going to stay pretty low. I think these are also going to go pretty far back. I'm okay keeping them kind of higher in the good. Do that. I like The Ring better than Sleepy Hollow, but they got to go somewhere in the middle because they are re-releases. And I like The Fire better than The Clouds. Yeah, that's a good on the good. In the good category, we have Winnie the Pooh, Blood and Honey 2, Wolverine edition of Deadpool and Wolverine, Deadpool edition of Deadpool and Wolverine, Halloween Trilogy, The Ring, Sleepy Hollow, Arcane Blu-ray, Arcane 4K, Twisters, A Quiet Place, Loop. Actually, we gotta switch that around. A Quiet Place, Walmart exclusive, A Quiet Place, new Lupita Nyong'o version. Then we have The Mummy over Dances with Wolves. Even if it is a re-release, I still like this Steelbook. Dances with Wolves, I have no idea why they're doing another one. And then last, but definitely least, The Strangers. Did not like the way that looked ever since it was announced. Been meaning to throw that into the terrible bin for the very longest time. And that's it. We went 90 minutes already. We went longer than I thought we would tonight. And I'm very, very happy because of that. I was going to go over some sales that are going on right now, but I think we're good here. I think we're just going to stick with the Steelbooks today. Movie collector red flag alert. You only saw the trailer for Ninja Scroll and it's in your watch list. That's why you haven't said anything. I got it. I thought that Steelbook looked like Castaway. Which one? The Strangers? Kind of Wilson-esque. I could see that. For the Steelbook Obsessed live stream debut, we should talk movies and wrestling. I love both of those things, man. See you in Vegas? I don't think so. Not me. I've been to Vegas twice, and it's a fun time. I just feel like the older I get, the less I want to go. What's the last ticket stub I brought home? What movie did we just go to? It's going to be Terrifier 3. That's going to be the most recent one. The Substance. 2 weeks ago, I went to see The Substance. I want to see that movie again because I loved the movie until the last half hour, and then it just made me like the movie. Did not like the last half hour of The Substance at all. I'm going to be in a Mad Max anthology stream with a friend soon. That's a fun one. I just watched all those movies for the first time besides Fury Road this year. And yeah, all good. Final bosses for The Rock. Yeah, I know. Yeah, I think with that collector movie, man, I am going to have an awesome night. I'm going to watch the last 6 minutes of the Saints and Chiefs and then make some more content for all of you people to watch because I love making the stuff. I will say one of the next videos that I will put out, let's move this microphone. Look at the stack. Look at the stack. It's gotten huge again. Look at that. My overflow put away pile has gotten ginormous again. Hopefully this week, I haven't started filming it yet, so I don't know how long it's going to take to edit, but I'm going to do another 100 movie put away in the collection video because it needs to happen. I need to put these things away. So if I'm going to do that, I got to make content for it. That video did pretty well the last time. Let's do it again. Just a nice 45-hour-long video for you guys just to kind of chill out to while I, put in some labor and move some movies. Chiefs just got a first down. I'm going to go watch it. Thank you, everybody, for watching this video. Yes, Prince, I'm going to do another 100. Why not? I have to at some point. Thanks for watching. Until next time, I'll see you.